Hi, this is Riendeau for Bass Musician Magazine. Today I'd like to talk about something I get asked about quite a bit, and that is using the slap style to play in a more linear fashion. So doing more line work, scalular work, and things like that. A good place to start that helped me when playing with this particular style is to come up with a way to play the scales, even ascending and descending, just to get used to the technique involved and a couple other things that you need to be conscious about of, how you're breaking up the scales to accommodate the technique that you're using. For instance, guitar players are conscious of this all the time when using a pick, because they want to keep the fluidity of maybe doing, the downstroke, the upstroke with the pick, and not get into a situation where when they're switching a string that they have to do 2 downs in a row or 2 ups in a row. So it's the same thing with the slap style. In the case with the slap style, the thing I'm going to show you today will use your thumb like a pick, and we'll be doing, like the double thumbing, which I have a previous exercise showing you that, where we're using the thumb as a pick and passing through the string for downstroke, and then on the up we're grabbing a note as well. So we get down with the thumb, up with the thumb. And then we'll also be using a pop, just first finger pop, okay? And so I guess what we'll do, like I said, we'll do this with the scales, and we'll do the diatonic modes of the C major scale. Simple enough, good place to start. Keep things simple. And like I said, the cool thing about this, though, this will get you used to playing the technique, getting used to playing in a linear style, which is fairly new. You don't hear a lot of guys doing it. And I think for you, like me, this will generate some other ideas and some other ways that you can break up the scale and just lead to more of this type of playing. You could certainly break up the scales a lot of different ways to create melodies and things like that. So let's get started. So we'll go ahead and I'll break down the first mode. We'll do the C major, like I said. So we're just going to play our C major scale. And the pattern that I'm going to use for this is going to be playing a pattern where we'll do, for the scale, we'll do per string, we'll do 2 notes on our initial string that we start on the A string in this case. We'll do the first 2 notes of the scale, which is C, D, and then we're going to switch strings and do 3 notes, which would give us in a C major scale the 3rd, the 4th, the 5th, E, F, G, and then we'll switch strings again. We'll do the last 3 notes of a C major 1 octave scale, which would be our 6, 7, 8, which is A, B, C. So our scale pattern looks like 2 notes on 1 string, then 3 notes, followed by 3 notes. Okay, now I'm going to do that. That's how I'm going to break up the scale, whatever scale that I use for this particular technique that I'm showing you today. I'm going to break up the scale in that fashion. Okay, and I'll show that when we move on to the other scales, Dorian and Phrygian and so forth. Okay, so that's how we're going to break up the scale. All right, now having said that, let's aim this a little better here. Having said that, okay, with the right hand, the technique we're going to do is going to be the same for ascending as it is for descending. And what it's going to be down thumb, up thumb, followed by a pop. Okay, now if we do that with the way I have the scale broken up, we're going to take 3 notes, first 3 notes of the C major scale, and we're going to go the down, the up, the pop. Well, that translates to my left hand as C, D, E, and the E is on the D string, and the first 2 notes are on the A string. So what we get is thumb down on the C, thumb up on the D, and then followed by a pop on the E. So it's a real economy of motion. Thumb down, thumb up, pop. And it's it's real fluid. And as you can see, because of the pop where I leave off, I'm ready for what? My thumb to come down next. Okay, so I can take the next three notes of the scale, and I can do the same technique for F, G, A. F, G, A. So put those two together. C, D, E, F, G, A. Or down, up, pop, down, up, pop. Okay, I have two more notes, but I'm just going to continue with our sequence with our right hand, which would be down with the thumb for the B, and then up with the thumb for the C. And that gives me the last two notes. And my hand's off the board again. I just came up, so I'm ready to attack a downstroke again. So the whole scale would be down, up, pop, down, up, pop, down, up. Real fluid. Okay, pretty cool. Now to descend, we're going to start with the octave C, and we're going to do the same right hand technique. Okay, so we're not going to change anything. We're going to go ahead and do thumb down, thumb up, pop. Now the only difference is when it's a three-note pattern, or three notes per string, I'm going to do that whole sequence on one string. So for descending the C major scale, we have C, B, A, and I'm going to do those three notes down, up, pop. Then we have the next three notes, G, F, E, down, up, pop. And then we have two notes left, the D and the C, and we'll go down and then up. And again, I'm ready to come back down again. Okay, so descending is going to be down, up, pop, down, up, pop, down, up. Okay? Now, to put those two together, that's just going to give us a real economy of motion with the right hand, real fluid. And I'll take you through the slow. We got down, up, pop, down, up, pop, down, up, down, up, pop, down, up, pop, down, up. Okay? So, like I said, this is a good way to get started and just get the feel of this technique. Just take it slow and you can start to run your scales. Okay, and just like when you did with your fingers, you played your scales, you did probably a lot of ascending, descending, and then you started experimenting with breaking the scale up for a lot of different ways to give you ideas for melodic material. So you would want to do the same thing. So I'll go ahead and, while I got you here, and I'll take this through each of the modes of the C major scale, the diatonic modes. And as you'll see, I'm just breaking up the scale. Remember that I'm going to do two notes of the scale followed by three notes on the next string followed by three notes on the next string. So Dorian's going to look like D to D in the key of C major, no sharps or flats. We're going to have D, E on the A string, then F, G, A on the D string, then A, B, C on the G string. And with our technique, there's my Dorian, D minor. Okay, Phrygian, same way. F Lydian. Sorry. Okay, G Mixolydian. A Aeolian. Oh, sorry. B Locrian. And then C major again. So there you have it. Just take that slow and run it through the scales, and like I said, that will probably generate some new ideas in this particular style. I'll probably continue with this a little bit. There's so many different things that you can do with this, so next time I see you, I'll probably expand upon this a little more and talk about some more applications of this particular style. But until then, just go ahead and practice it slow and just get the feel of it. And if you have any questions, feel free to email me. And I'll see you guys next time. Thanks.